Hey everybody, how you doing? How y'all doing? I hope you are blessed up, prayed up. Okay, walking forward on your path. I want you to notice something. You see how thick that smoke is? That's all that negative energy and people trying to be all up in the energy. Look at that. Look at that. But I don't care, honey, because I done seen demons before, so whatever. But anyway, you guys, I hope that everything is going good, like I had said. Um, Now, one thing I've noticed, and it's so funny, it's funny, and it's like it's played out. You know, when you get to doing something or you get to using certain tools, things like that, as in cards, things like that. Yeah, I know that there's a lot of people in the world that use the same cards, but it's awful funny when you start using some cards, right? And then everybody and their mama want to use the same cards. Now, wait a minute. Ooh, I see everything, okay? I see everything. It does not matter, baby. It's like I'm looking over your shoulder because I already knew what you was going to do. Now, when you notice energies like that, they are mimics, okay? You're not going to get anywhere doing that because you're not going to get the same results, okay? Because our energies are not the same, all right? Okay? Our energies are not the same. That's something that people need to know. I think I said this in a reading yesterday. Just because someone does one thing and it works for them, that does not mean it's going to work for you. You need to find your own mechanics, okay? You need to find your own connection if you actually have one, okay? Because that's a way to where if you do have gifts, you will lose them. You will totally lose them, okay? And I mean, I'm just keeping it real. I'm not sitting here sugarcoating anything for anybody, and I'm not trying to hurt anybody's feelings, but I'm just being honest so you do know that, okay? If you do have any gifts and you think that's going to work for you, that's not going to work with your energy. You got to go with the flow of what you're being led to use, not what you think that's going to bring you results because somebody else is doing it, okay? Certain things work for certain energies, okay? That's all I'm going to say. And I'm saying that with much love, swear from the bottom of my heart and the depths of my soul to the tips of my toes and the soles of my feet. Okay? I'm just trying to educate some people because some of y'all just don't know. Okay? Some of y'all don't realize or recognize or okay. But anyway, anyway, you guys, I'm here to do a reading for you just to tap into the energy and see what's going on. I don't know where the frequency is going to lead me, but I will go there with it, okay? So, right now, I'm asking God, my divine heavenly protectors, my angels of the white light, my spirit guides, and my ancestors. Please protect me, my soul family, my love lights, my collective, as these messages are being relayed. Okay, get up out of my energy as they're being received and delivered. We are grateful. We show gratitude even when there is very little. We show gratitude because we are still blessed to walk forward on our path of love, light, knowledge, understanding, okay, of what lies ahead for us. Amen, amen, and amen. All right. Yeah, get up out of my energy. Get up out of here. Go somewhere. Okay? Go study. Go find something to do. Go find something. Okay? Ooh. Oh, Lord have mercy. Look at this, right? Why is it gain and fate in reverse? So, like I said, some things that work for certain individuals is not going to work for everybody. Okay, you see that gain in reverse? What you're going to do is you're going to lose everything. Okay, and then this is the fate that you had dealt yourself and what God sees fit for you. Because if you're going to do that, then you really can't be trusted with any spiritual knowledge. And I'm just being for real, okay? Because it's like, no, you don't deserve that. Because what you're doing is trying to be in that competitive mimic mode. that karmic mode, that low vibrational, because that's low vibrational as hell, if you would ask me. You got to works with your energy, okay? You can't do that because somebody else is doing it. Just like I can't do a 58 roll backflip 58 times. Honey, 911 is going to be called after the second attempt, okay? After I get up from the ground from the first attempt, all right? So some people are going to get that spiritual thrashing right here, and there's no just whatever because you knew better. Yep, trap. You knew better. You trapped yourself. If you knew anything about it, you would sit there and say to yourself, okay, I'm tapped in as well as you're tapped in. I don't have to prove something by trying to be competitive. And that's what it's all about, being competitive. And there's a lot of that energy going around, okay? And it's like, and my thing is, I had posted something earlier about messages that I receive about certain people. I don't have to know these people, but these are individuals that want to be up in people's energy, and they're saying that they're up in their energy. I don't know, it's really odd, but one thing about it is there are things that are happening around these people that they can't explain, and when they try to explain it, they feel like something's trying to be in touch with them to communicate for a humbling experience. But in reality, it's not. Either someone has sent a demonic spirit upon you, or you have set it on yourself. Okay? You have something on your shoulders. And that's half the time, honestly, in life, what I've seen, that's nobody's fault but the person that's called upon that. Because when you communicate with the other side, there's an understanding about that. There is a respect. They either come to you as a dream, a vision, what have you, and they ask you, that essence, that spirit asks you. You just don't take it upon yourself to tap in, because when you start tapping in, you don't know what you're tapping into. Now, if you didn't have someone come to you, spirit come to you, that spirit, that essence, and ask you, can you help me? Okay? It's not going to be in the experience of, well, I've been having paranormal activity, so I think, you know what? The best thing for you to do is to go on. Okay? That energy is a trickster spirit. The kicker is it's demonic also. So you might want to be careful, because as this trap came out here, okay, unless you are called upon to react or speak for that person, don't do it. Okay? You're opening up a can of worms that you're not going to be able to deal with. And if you know how to deal with it, fine. But if not, stop. Look, memory. Okay? There's something here about remembering things, needing to write things down, okay? Needing to journal about experiences that you're having, not the paranormal experiences, but the human experience, okay? There's something about that. You're having to write something down here because somebody's trying to trap you to make you lose, okay? It's reading into one's life, which, like I said, you can't read some people's energy. So it's like, I don't know why people be worried about that. All they can do is linger, and they cannot dwell within. Once they come within, yeah, you let them in. You don't got to let people all up in your energy. What you doing? Okay? So there's something about writing things down, which you remember. Some of you guys are having vivid dreams about individuals trying to linger. All right? But now it is more of a linger. Okay? Because they're getting shut out and they're getting shut down. Okay? We hear a lot about, oh, this person's being exposed. It does not matter. That is not what we're talking about right now. The real mission here is to get the truth out there. Okay? If the truth cannot be produced a lie can be exalted, okay, to mask the truth. So what it is some of these people, they're doing things that they have no business. They were not called to do this. They're just doing it. I don't know why. I can't come up with an explanation. Only they can tell you. Okay? Because I'm not here to bash anybody, and I'm not here to tell anybody what to do. But the smart way about that is to not don't knock on their door and they won't knock on yours. Okay? Some of y'all been knocking on the wrong door. Okay? Some of y'all been doing too much and you're not supposed to. Okay? Libation here. Okay? It seems as though with this here, it's not. It's pouring into something here. Somebody could have put something in someone's drink here so that someone doesn't remember something. But this was supposed to be a trap, and I feel like this trap was avoided. But also putting something in someone's drink to where they have hallucinations. Okay, I don't know how that's resonating, but that's coming to me with that also. Hallucinations. Someone here drinks. Someone's the devil's prey. Okay? Also, it's like you dibble and dabble. You play both sides. What side is it? Where you gonna be? Where you gonna be? Somebody's drunk from the devil's cup. Do you remember? You trapped yourself. Okay? This was like some kind of agreement. Maybe you remember or not. Look, vow. This was some type of agreement. Do you remember or you don't? Okay. People are opening up a world full of misunderstanding, miscommunication, and most of all, paranormal activity that is coming to them now. Because once upon a time, you made some type of agreement here. You made a vow. Okay? These people worship a lesser god. And they want to act like they don't remember what they did, but they did it. Yeah, look, stubbornness. They want to act like, no, everything's okay. Everything's all right. I'm fine. Yeah. But really, they're having hallucinations. And that's all part of playing in somebody's energy. Okay? There are signals and signs to that. You can tell. If you know what you're talking about and you know who you are, you know that about people. When people start acting off and strange and just like talking around and around and around and just saying weird things, and you're going a little bit more deeper than you're supposed to. Okay? There are different lanes for different people. Okay? Just like the cars can't drive in the semi lane, if that's how it's set up. A regular train can't glide on an Amtrak. Let's see something. So it's like the thing of reaching heights. Look, profession, okay? This has everything to do with your skill. Reaching different heights. Maybe you need to come with a new perspective. But see, right now, some of these people need to worry about how they're going to get these haints out their house. Okay? Haints, ghosts, whatever you would call them, spirits. But see, these aren't just your usual spirits here, okay? And I was at work and I was just at work, and this whole like just I want to call it a scribe. It just came through my mind, and I'm sitting there and I'm like, why am I thinking about this? And that's why I posted that earlier, because it's so many people going through this right now, and they're thinking that, it's cute and that they're in touch with something, but what you're in touch with, Yeah, it wants to be in touch with you, but it wants to basically touch you. If you understand what I'm saying. When they say, when the wise guys say you're going to get touched, what does that mean? Okay? It's like it wants to drag you to hell. That's exactly what it means. Okay? Let's see something. Somebody's doing something here behind the scenes and it's coming out. Okay? Ooh-wee. Okay. Three witchy sisters in reverse. The power of three. Someone here is not as powerful as they think they are. As well as you look at it upright, you look at it in reverse and look at those faces. You look at it this way, you look at those faces. They look normal, don't they? They don't look distorted. But you look at them and they look distorted now. Do you understand what I'm saying? These people don't understand what they're calling on, okay? They think that they're calling on something that, oh, this is my spirit guide, or this is someone. No, that's a demon. A demon. Okay? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Let's get real about it now. Yep, Candy Cane Angel, it's time for a treat. Okay? So it's time for them to come feast upon the souls of the clueless, the ruthless, the heartless, the greedy. Okay? Mm-hmm. That's why you don't play with every damn thing. Look, shallow grave and find the lesson in reverse. You see what I'm saying? They want to drag you right to hell with them. Okay? It's a trap. It's like a few people set themselves up for this trap. Okay? Mm-hmm. Yeah, trying to do what everybody else does. Trying to keep up with the Joneses, and the Joneses, rivers run deep, baby. Rivers run deep. Mortality. You trying to sit here and pick into the spiritual realm that you do not belong to, that you are not invited. There are very few people in this world, even though it seems like a lot, but there are very few people that are invited into that realm that have the key to unlock that door. And that means if you have the key to it, you can lock it back. But if you don't, and you go wandering around and exploring, and you don't have that key, how are you going to shut the door and keep it locked? Okay? We have faceless ghost and the haunted girl. Ghost people. What am I talking about here, y'all? I'm not playing no games with what anybody's got going on. There's no damn manipulation here. And that's one of the reasons why this is happening to people, because the manipulation point of it. You can manipulate people for so long to get this and that and to be exalted. But when it gets real, you're not going to know how to handle that, okay? You're going to be calling on God to save your very soul. Okay, do you understand what I'm saying? Okay? Because these spirits aren't playing. They're not happy when they don't ask you to play with them. Do you understand? Because that's what it is. Okay? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Now, what shall you give me? What shall you give me? Sewer mermaid, your sensuality is beautiful. It's like they want more than the next. The greed has fulfilled their eyes so much so that they have become gluttonous in the way of thinking, of acting, of being. Mm-hmm. Gluttony. That does not mean that you will overeat. That means you're gluttony in sin. All right? We've all sinned, but there are certain things that you find interesting that you have no idea what you're playing with. Even though that you think you do, you have no idea. You have no idea who you made a promise to. You have no idea. See, beacon fairy, guidance. But where will it lead you? Somebody has guided individuals in the wrong way. And they're guiding, okay? But the thing is, things are happening and they want you to share what's happening to you. That's the funny thing. It's trickery, it's manipulation, trickster spirits, demonic trickster spirits. They want to act like, oh, at first, oh, that's cool. Okay, let me explain the stages to you. First, it's a situation of hearing things. You're like, okay, well, whatever, not much. Light action, light activity. Then all of a sudden, something weird happens, like your radio turns on. Okay, how in the hell did that happen? And you're trying, and then that's when you start thinking, like, what am I doing? What, what am I doing? Some people would give the world to be the number one champ. Some people would give the world. There's no telling what a person would give up. And there's something about remembering something here. Remember. Remember when you did this. Remember when you tapped into that. Do you understand what I'm saying? Remember when you tapped into that. Who were you talking to? What were you talking to? It seems like here somebody wants somebody to remember who they called on. And now since you called on me, and some of these people, they feel like, they're how should I say it, more gifted ever since they called on this demonic trickster spirit, because that's exactly what they are. And when they pass on, that is what they will become. Aha. So you're in training, okay? A high level manipulator. You're in training, okay? Because that's what you're picked for. So they're coming to collect. They're coming to pick you up. Like you're pretty good. Look, you can't go back to yesterday. Set your course. Look, wing seer, you see clearly, clairvoyance, okay? Mm-hmm. So there's something here that people are like, if I could go back to yesterday and if I could change that situation. Look, Amara Manahun, Aloha Healing. Mm-hmm. The level of healing that some people need before they call themselves being, what would you say, mediums, able to communicate. Like I said, being that this has happened to me and I've been through it, and I'm very truthful when I talk about this because there are repercussions behind that. When your healing ascends to a certain level, you are able to reach, okay? And they know who they can communicate with. They pick and choose who they communicate with. Some people they can't because there's no level of open. How should I say that? There's no connection. They would never. Okay? And that's what I'm saying. So many people are like, oh, my house is haunted and all this. Okay, let me tell you something. Your house is haunted because there's something that's following you. People don't get that. They always want to blame it on the past of the house. They always want to blame it on the history. But it's you. It's what you carry deep within you and who you really are. It's the shadow of you. It's that part of you that you don't want to heal, that you don't want to face, that you don't want to remember. Okay? Now, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But honey, I feel like I know a lot about this. Okay? And there's a lot of people that also know a lot about it. And that sit up each and every day and say, I don't know why that person is playing with that, because they don't get it and they don't understand. You don't put it in your hand unless you have the will to wield it. Okay? Mm-hmm. If you have never stared death in his face, if you've never stared a demon straight in their face, if you've never even seen or came in contact with a spirit, you don't even know if that's a clean spirit. You don't even know. You don't know. You don't know if it's a dirty spirit. Okay? But it's what you open your mind to. All right? And some people, they've opened their mind to, I want the world, I want the fame, I want the fortune, I want everything that comes with it. But now, with everything that comes with it, are you ready to pay the piper? Are you ready to give them what they want? Because that is therefore what they're after. So they are expecting a payment. A payment is due. How long did you think that you were going to get away with it? Okay? All right. Okay, look, bankrupt. That's been coming out a lot, y'all. Bankrupt, nothing right within. They say you can't win if you ain't right within, but when nothing is in there, how can you have the action to win? Okay? You're being controlled by demonic entities and you don't even know it. So you're just hollow. You're being used and you think that you're really this or really that. That's why I ask people, look, fake accounts, look, and it came out in reverse here, right? So it's like, these are people that hide, okay? They hide behind who they say they are, but these people, it's like they're slowly falling to the wayside. They're slowly disappearing and going away. You understand what I'm saying? It's not that you're wanted to, because no one cares. Okay, just let's keep it real. It's not like you're wanted to because nobody cares, but it's like what these people are facing behind the scenes is a whole dilemma. They don't even know how to get out of. Okay? It's getting to the point to where it's like it's not cute anymore. This is actuality. This is something that is really freaking going down in my life and I'm scared. Okay, that's how these people are right now. And I don't know how to handle this. Well, baby, okay? Like they used to tell me when I was little, honey, if you can't handle the pot when you take it off the stove because it's too hot, you should have never picked it up anyway. Mm-hmm. Just like if you can't stand the heat, get out the kitchen. And some people stay in there and they start sweating and they get to a high temperature. Okay? They try to play it off that they're about to pass out. Right? Look, look, y'all see that card? Please, I don't even want to touch it. It's that freaking crazy that I don't. Ooh, look at that. They come to collect. This is a message. This is a warning for several people. They're coming. They've already came. Okay, I heard. They're already here. They're already there. They're already everywhere. And they're always everywhere, laying dormant, watching for the wrong person to make the wrong move. Okay? What you think is right is really wrong, and what you think is wrong is really right. You understand what I'm saying? And some of these people, they got their wires crossed. Okay? Uh-huh. They got their communication crossed. They think they, woo. Love on the brain. Mm-hmm. Ignoring and no facts. Okay. Do you understand? There are warnings here. That comes to me, love on the brain, that's delusion to me sometimes. I swear. That is delusional acts, delusional words. Okay? Ignoring. You're ignoring the warnings. You ignored it. Somebody might have said, no, that's not right. No, don't go that way. But somebody here is very hard headed and very stubborn. And what they spit is no facts because they're not connected. The factual thing that they know right now is that something is after them and they don't know what the hell it is. There's something in their house and they don't know what the hell it is. There's something in their head and they don't know what the hell it is. Okay? It's like the guidance that they feel that they're receiving or giving to others. They're being, what is that movie? War of the Worlds. When they're in the tripods and the little aliens are controlling them tripods. That's exactly how it is. Okay? So you have a bunch of people walking around as tripods with something controlling them mentally, spiritually, physically. Okay? Their thoughts are not their own. Okay? Some of these people are in some type of deprivation. All right? And we have karmic friends here. So there could be a situation here to where they have people around them that have sent these demonic entities, but most of these people, I feel like they brought it on their self. Okay? It's like they chose this. Just like when they say, I chose this life. This life didn't choose me. Maybe it did. Maybe it did. Okay? Maybe the hell it did. Who knows? Let's get into the tarot, y'all. Let's see what messages come out with the tarot here. But from what I'm seeing and what I'm sensing and feeling and seeing, there are some people that are basically frightened. They're frightened when they're alone. They wake up at odd hours. I wake up at 4 a.m., 5 a.m. sometimes, and I just, that's because I want my silence with God. Okay? But some people are waking up out of their sleep and these situations happen. They're in a deprivation. And you know what? It's some type of hypnosis, manipulation of time and space. See, me, I'm going to tell you guys, I live in my own zone, okay? Whatever it is what it is, okay? I'll find out when it is later or something. But I'm just saying, these people, it's like they're hypnotized. It's like they really believe that they're doing these things. Okay? That's why I say when you mimic someone, make sure you really know how to handle that and do that. And before you even think about that, think about how you might get caught in between in this void, okay, of purgatory. And that's not fun because that's when you go senseless. You have no recollection of space and time. Okay? Now I'm just keeping it I'm just keeping it real. Okay? People think I be playing when I say things like that, and I've always talked like this as far as I can remember. Okay? Even when I was low vibrational, I knew, hey, I know there's some things you play with and some things you don't. But I also educated myself on what that was. All right? Because all my life I've seen spirits. I've seen them just like plain as day. They're right there. And it's like nobody sees them. And honestly, I don't want to look over to somebody and say, hey, because there's a level of paranoia also, schizophrenia, things like that. But no, it was never that. And I figured that out one day and I said, wow. Because at first you're going to think that. You're going to be like, well, man, am I schizophrenic? But see, that's what they want you to think. That's why they want so many people locked up. They can see. They can see past it. Do you understand what I'm saying? You could see what's there. Your eye is not only naked, your eye is anointed. I like to call that the anointed eye, okay? And it's like you can see. And it's crazy when you can look at somebody and see their fate play out. That's even scarier, okay? But people are not going to sit there and believe you, all right? Yeah. Because what it is that some people make it hard to believe the belief. We have the high priestess in reverse. You understand what I'm saying? These people play with dark arts. It's for the greater good to be a prophet. But when you turn that around, you're working for the other side. You're basically an op. Get down with OPP. Yeah, you know me. Yeah. Yeah, you know me. The op. The op knows you. Mm-hmm. You understand what I'm saying? Oh boy, I'm telling you. Mm-mm. I've been on fire to get this message all day. For real, for real. Ooh. Pisces energy, okay? Yeah, these are people that's working in dark vibrations. And that just wasn't supposed to come out. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Mm-mm. Yeah. Want to speak? Let them speak. Let them speak. Yep, we have the Wheel of Fortune here. Okay, when that wheel spins, it's the things that these people are trying to take away from everyone else that is going to come back on them. It's a reversal of fate. Okay? It's a reversal of everything that you thought you knew. Something's going to be released to someone else, and someone's going to lose their damn mind. All right? We're going to have that. Losing your mind, losing your money, losing everything that you called yourself looking better than someone or being better than someone. Those transferences are going on now. You are being blessed. Things are blessed for you. You have noticed things are going up, but for the other side of the fence. Okay? Because these people that mimic you, they are your dark side, as well as you have that balanced out for yourself. That's your dark side. Okay? This is someone that chose not to heal and they're not balanced out. So that reflection, they think that they're reflecting back to you. You have already healed. But they're in your journey when you were low vibrational. And they are that dark side of you that has overtook their body. Okay? Their mind, their soul. Because you released that and you know how to handle that. Do you understand what I'm saying? You know how to handle your dark side. They don't, and they ask for it. Okay? So this is haunting people. And that is what it is. There's no telling how many people they've tried to take down and be in their energy and things like that. And it's like, now it's time for a reckoning. I'm going to show you what you did to your own self. Okay? It's not going to be a secret. And everybody's going to know. Okay? Look. Look. The obsession. Ooh. Oh my goodness. Confirmation. The obsession is real. And I was trying to get it out over there. I was like, the obsession is real. Okay? The devil came to collect. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? Because you promised me. You promised me. Sitting there with that chalice, spinning his finger around that cup rim. You promised me. What are you gonna give me? Okay? Because you made that deal. I can give you the world. Okay? I so-called gave it to you because it was a faulty promise. Yeah, the Ten of Swords here. Went for the betrayal. Okay? Just to balance some things out. But the things that they balanced out, that's you. Do you understand why they swapping? That's like me going like this. But taking it back over here. The Ten of Swords. You've ended your destination. You know where your destination is. Okay? It's like you have to shut people out and you feel that and you know what people to shut out. Do you understand what I'm saying? To save and conserve your energy. You shut these people out. Some of these people are jealous. People from your past, present, okay? Or getting ready to be. Okay? So you have to be on the lookout. As they say, every step, different reps. Okay? So it's like you're repping God. They're repping something else that made them a promise. Now you got to make good. I'm here. Okay? They're mimics. They're demonic entities that are mimics. That's why to myself, I never get like really. One time I got, but you know what, whatever. It's just noticed. Okay? But it's like it doesn't matter because they're just that. They have no control over their life. They have no control over their mind. They have no control over anything when they think they do hold the power and someone has them on a leash. Or something. Let's just put it like that. Okay? Yeah, you balanced yourself out. Look at this. Oh my goodness. The Five of Wands. We have Gemini, Taurus, Leo, Capricorn, Pisces. Okay? Libra. Okay? It's out here. A few signs there for that Wheel of Fortune. But it's like, y'all, I really don't remember all the signs. I'm not going to sit here in front. No. Okay? But that Wheel of Fortune's coming in here for a lot of people. And you've been getting blessings out of nowhere. Okay? Yeah. Yeah, somebody did too much. And it's like they're trying to play it out like they're fine and they know how to balance that out and all this stuff. Now let me show you something with this Temperance card because I love reading with this deck because I'm going beyond it like a lot of people should and a lot of people do. I don't know, but look at those faces in the mirrors. Somebody could have even been doing mirror magic on you guys. Okay, trying to compete, trying to stay relevant. Okay, but what they're talking about is meaningless and they think that it means something when in actuality they need to be praying, they need to be doing something. Yeah, with the Three of Swords in reverse, the Death card in reverse, yeah, they couldn't put an end to you with the Eight of Pentacles here with your work or something like that. They wanted to cause heartbreak, pain. All right, like I said, these are karmic friends, these are entities, these are all type of things. But see, they invited this into their world, into their life. Okay? Okay. Somebody's messing with me right now. You can get out of here in the name of Jesus. You can get out of here. You can go somewhere. Yeah, with the Ten of Wands. These people are burdened. They're scared. It's like, they hear things like that, their heart beats faster. They act as though that they can handle that type of sensation, that type of frequency. But that frequency is so high. They know that it's after them. They know that they caused this. Nobody else did this, okay? But like I said, you could have some people that dibble dabble in dark arts behind the scenes. You would never know. Okay? Trying to send you tower after tower, you're avoiding this. With the Eight of Pentacles in reverse, wanting you to quit, wanting you to get out of your place. Your placement was set by God, so how are you going to get out of your place? Okay? There's an end to this cycle here. Okay? It's going to end. It's like if you don't want to give up or any of that, if you don't want to give up, I'm going to show you how to give up. The Six of Cups. Something being remembered. Something that's owed to you from your childhood. This is why this Wheel of Fortune is upon you. Okay, it's like somebody wants to take away your rights. And I don't know why I'm getting that. Okay, these were rights. This is rightfully yours from childhood. These memories, okay? It's like somebody keeps trying to jog their memory about what did they do? What did they say? What did they do? Did they read a book? It's like, did they conjure something up? Can I find something to help me with this? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. That boy's head's on fire right there. Dreams, vivid dreams. That's why I said start journaling and writing that stuff down. Okay? Strength here. It's like the same situation tried to come for you, right? But you rejected it. That shows how strong you are versus these other individuals. And now it's time to collect. All right? Mm. There's a lot of jealousy. There's a lot of hate amongst these people. Okay? Mm-hmm. Some of these people are pathological liars. They're delusional. Okay? Not all, but some. I'm not saying everybody. Because some people, they be like, hey, nobody said you. Okay? Look, we have the Empress here. All right? Seeing your energy. All right? They don't want you to see yourself in that energy. A lot of these people, they could be, let's put it like this. They could be into the same sex or they could be bisexual. Let's just put it like that. But you have a lot of people that are attracted to you also. It's like an addiction that they hate to have. But yet they have this addiction. Okay? We have the Five of Cups here. All right? Yeah. But you're not paying any of this any mind, right? You're not paying attention to any of it. It's nonsense. It's obsolete. But it's like these people are depressed. Okay? And I feel like it's that childhood trauma they did not heal. Look, the Star card here. They want nothing more than to attack the Star. You're not the Star. I'm the Star. No. You know what? Okay. We have the Two of Pentacles in Judgment. Yeah, confusion at its best. But these people are under judgment right now, spiritual judgment, but they're getting a little help to kind of get there, to get that nudge. What are you going to do? That's like when you call somebody and tell them to come over and they come over to the house and you're like, what are you doing here? Well, you called me, right? You're like, oh, well, I don't remember. See what I'm saying? I don't remember. So these people are acting like they have memory loss now. They're acting like they don't know what's going on. They don't know what anybody's talking about. Okay? Yeah, denial. Deny, deny, deny. Deny, deny, deny. And then move your mouth to make a lie. That's exactly what it is. Yeah, look, we have the Ten of Pentacles, and that landed over here in this row with the Ten of Swords. And memory. Okay? So there's something about some type of inheritance, some type of abundance here, being held back, being stolen, being blocked. But they're not going to remember that, y'all. Okay? It's something that you're being told to try and remember. You're having dreams. Okay? What is weird, somebody could have had a dream about a toy soldier or a knight. Okay, if that's significant to anyone. All right, we have the Knight of Cups here. The innocence, the love. Okay. This could be the message of someone that you love is the one that's sending you these spiritual attacks. All right, these evil entities. Okay. The Two of Cups in reverse. And the Three of Cups in reverse. Yeah. Ooh. Yeah. Somebody, I feel like you love someone more than they loved you, okay? When they were out of sight, but never out of mind. But when they were out of sight, they were doing things behind the scenes to manipulate you also. Okay, it's like mental manipulation. And I feel like people are still trying to do this to this day to you. But it's just not, it's not taking effect. I feel like you know who really is true to you or not. Huh. Okay. Woo. Woo. Oh my. Ooh. We have the Eight of Cups here. Yeah, these people are walking away. These people are walking away because they're scared. They're scared. We have a King of Pentacles out here. What in the hell? I feel like, no. I feel like that's you just bossing up. Because this King of Pentacles here, and then we have the King of Cups. And then we have the Hangman, okay? This could have been two men here. No, because I know evil people. And I feel evil energy, okay? It doesn't matter if they're upright or not. And we have the Knight of Cups out here. Genders are fluid, like I always say. But this could be a young water sign, an older earth sign, and an older water sign here. Okay? 3 male, 3 female. Okay? However, but I feel like these people are just like, I don't know. Somebody could be sending people in to manipulate this Empress energy here. Or these could be spirits. Okay? That have been disrupted. Now they want to walk away because they're scared, because they're stuck. During something, like I said, this in-between. Look at the Hangman here. That in-between. Did they get stuck in that parallel there? You know? But everybody's under judgment here. I don't care what they say, do, whatever. Whatever. The reign of terror is over, whatever they thought. The Ace of Pentacles. See, judgment has been called. That horn has blown, okay? And it's like, if you didn't hear it, then, oh, maybe we shouldn't want your attention then. Maybe we got whose attention we need to get, okay? But it seems as though people are trying to take opportunities from you, have you stuck, not knowing which way to go, making you, steering you off your path. Somebody here, no, you could be ignoring a water sign here. And this earth sign, the one might have stabbed you in your back, okay? They may be the ones seeing these entities, these demonic freaking forces they've called on, or whatever you want to category you want to put them in. Yeah. This is somebody I feel like walked away from you, or you walked away from them, and they can't take it. Okay? They can't take it. And if you walked away from them, they want to take everything from you. But this is not happening because you are still receiving here. Because judgment has been called. It's not fair to be attacking people when they just tried to make their life better. That's all I'm saying. Okay? And your life is getting ready to be sweet, or it's already sweet, or yep, with the Nine of Pentacles here. And if you are already experiencing this, then baby, yes, you've opened that door and you have the key. Okay? Now, they can't stand this. They can't stand this. You have a lot of people around you, okay? You have a lot of people around you that have their eye on you. I heard here's looking at you, kid. Okay? I heard that. But there's also God like, here's looking at you, kid. I didn't forget you. I got you. I'm looking at you. And then you got your little ops. Oh, I'm watching. I'm looking at you. But they don't know that they're sealing their fate. They're licking the envelope. And right now they're running their finger across it and mailing it off. I feel like they've already done that. There's something about some mail here. Yeah, we have the world card. This is over. Okay. And sometimes when something's over with, people want to keep it going, y'all. hmm Let's get some more cards here. Yeah, you're going to be celebrating, honey, because your ships are coming in and they're not going to stop. Look at here. Look at here. The Ace of Wands, and that come out over the Eight of Cups. So let me tell you something. You were too strong for what they was trying to conjure up. But right now, they had got so gluttonous, so greedy with whatever they were doing, they forgot about what they did to even shut that down. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Yeah, the hermit energy here. Hiding out. Hiding out. Somebody's hiding out. hmm People are ashamed to step out. Step out into the light. Cross that line. You know how when they put that red dirt down, that red mud, you know when they put that salt? I'm like, come on. Come on, come on. And they won't come over there. You know, that's protection as well as you are protected. And that's the same reaction. Those are negative spirits. Those are negative, demonic individuals. They won't do it. They won't do it. Just like, okay, I'm not comparing nothing to a vampire movie, but I'm just saying. Because people be like, what are you talking about vampires for? Okay, well, no. I'm giving an example. Just like, dude, I want to call him Malachi. I don't know his no damn name. That's a dude from Children of the Corn. But anyway, I don't know. I don't know his name. But you have to invite it in. Are you hearing what I'm saying? You have to invite evil in. Therefore, it's welcome. Think about it. Okay? You have to invite it in. These people were trying to get invited in. Some of them might have been. Yeah, look, we have the Knight of Pentacles here. Okay? It's like you hold your foundation down. I don't feel like you deal with a lot of people. I feel like you are just focused on what you have to do going forward because that's the plan. You are tapped in and you are being guided to keep on that path. You have this. Okay? These are individuals that have slowed you down, did not want people to pay attention to you. But as they were doing this, you were putting yourself together and you were being quiet. You were listening. The quiet you can hear. Okay? hmm Okay? We have the Hierophant in reverse and the Six of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, so honestly, y'all, mm-mm, mm-mm. This could be some type of cult here. This could be a cult that involves all men. Okay? It's weird to say. I understand. Because some people are like, oh, yeah. But then in the future, you find out that, damn, what she said was true. That's crazy. That's anybody. Okay? But there's some type of dark cult here. The High Priestess in reverse come out here. This could even be a feminine energy here, having men work for her. This could be a madame. You know, hey, I'm just keeping it real. I mean, it's just what it is. Kiki. For some reason, Kiki might be relevant. Okay, I don't know. I don't know anybody named Kiki. I swear I don't. Except Kiki White, and I don't know her. Yeah, Queen Rising and in their head in reverse. Yeah, these people gonna have to leave you alone. They gonna have to leave you alone. They didn't want you to have no support out here. And I saw into you, so like I said, these could be women vibrating in masculine energy here. Okay. This dark high priestess could have something against you from the past. Maybe she tried to make a pass at you or something, and you was just like, no, you don't find nothing wrong with it, but just, no, that's not my cup of tea. But there's nothing wrong with you. And I tell people that, no, that does not mean that I'm going to treat you funny or anything. It's just that I let you know my preference just as well as you let me know yours. But okay, hey, just keep it real. Don't play along with them. And people like that kill me, man. They sit there and they play along with people and they know. That's like manipulation and playing on somebody's feelings. If you know they're like that, okay, accept it and move on and tell them what your preference is. But you have nothing against their preference. Okay? We can be cool, we can be friends, but I don't get down like that. Okay? That doesn't mean it's wrong that they do it. It is what it is. You do you and let me do me. Okay? That's how we will understand each other from here on onward. Okay? Shoot. Inside scoop. Yeah. This high priestess in reverse, they could be sending people in, like I said, to try to see what you're getting ready to do, who you're with. Okay? Trying to make those freaking relationships break up or something. Sending people out. I don't know. I don't know. This is some weird energy here, okay? There could be somebody here that's just, man, yeah, looking you up, trying to see what's going on, where you at. If you've moved out of town, man, they're trying to locate you, okay? Yeah, I was getting ready to say something about a GPS, okay? Kissing behind, stalking, and Carlos here. All right, and for some reason, when I saw Carlos, I don't even care what the cards be saying. I'm saying what I'm getting off of it, okay? This Carlos right here, like I said, somebody want to put a GPS tracker on your car or something like that. We got stalker and we got kissing behind. So it's like, what does this person do? Want to send somebody in to kiss your behind so they can put a GPS tractor? Lord, y'all live in the country? A tracker on your car. Okay. Yeah. Huh. Isn't that crazy? Inside scoop, looking you up. Stalker, man. It's like they're on your tail. In their head. Overthinking, stress, analyze. Yep, overanalyzing. They're thinking now. They're like, oh man, see what I'm saying? Remember what you did. That's what I keep hearing. It's like there's something somebody did here. Man, a bunch of people are facing judgment for real. And it's not even a joke. They need to pay up. Okay? Or it's just not going to work. No more. Y'all, some of these people might even disappear. It's like, where'd they go? Where'd they go? Look, uninterested. These are people that you can't even talk to them anymore. It just doesn't make any sense. They sound lost and hollow. Okay, it's no. You're not interested in dealing with these individuals because I feel like it's like you feel that energy. And that's exactly what they're trying to do is get in your energy. And they've done enough. That's why they're being haunted right now. Look, thief. What? I'm done. I'm done, y'all. Y'all tired of hearing from me anyway right now. And thief. I love y'all, okay? And that's what I got for you. I will do another one for you guys tonight, but yeah, that's basically what's going on. as well as God can come like a thief in the night, honey. It's going to be a lot of chaos when the other one comes. Okay? It's not gonna be the calm before the storm. It's gonna be the storm and then calm. Calm for your life because these people are out of it. Okay? And they need to take heed right now because they are getting ready to get plucked out like a bad hair bump hair. Okay? Out of here. Take heed. And don't be around these people because it's thick on them. And you're going to be able to see the ones. It's going to be there before your eyes. It'll be something that you cannot believe. It's going to be people that you cannot believe. Okay? But it's there. And they're working on through. They're starting out lightly. And then it's not for the weak. Okay? So you guys, that was your reading. I love all y'all. Keep God first always and always, especially in these times right now. Okay? Keep him close. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Yes, Lord. Keep him close. Because these people, you going to see them. You going to see some things that you never thought you was going to see. Okay? So God bless y'all. And I'll see you later. Love to y'all.